Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and I wanted to do a video with this sales page for my Fat Loss with Friends um, kind of social media weight loss group. And I wanted to talk about kind of how it started and just kind of give you my 2 cents of how all this kind of came together. Some friends of mine actually put together a weight loss contest with some friends. Basically a weight loss bet. You know, who can lose the most amount of weight, sort of in like a bigger loser style. And I have to say it's been quite successful. It's something that Thomas, if you scroll down on the page here, you'll see a picture of him. He's made a pretty amazing transformation of himself, and and he's helped a lot of people along the way. And I was a supporter in this whole thing as well. And what I did was I basically did measurements, and I kind of helped some give some dieting advice. And you know, I'm not one to take take all the credit. I'll take some credit. I'm not one to take all the credit for all their hard work, because at the end of the day, when you lose weight, it really is totally based on your ability to stay compliant on your diet, to go and work it on your own, and to show up to your workouts. And if you're training with a personal trainer, is to show up to your personal training sessions. I can't tell you how fulfilling this whole process has been. I've been able to be a part of a lot of the lives that have changed as far as changing weight, people breaking through plateaus of losing 10, 20 pounds. You see some people that lose large amounts of weight. You see Thomas here. It's really amazing. You think about this. He used to be 262 pounds, and it's my best friend, and he went down to right now currently about 165. In this picture here, I think he's probably just under 170 pounds, and a lot of what he did had to do with just staying committed to his goal. And a lot has to do with him trying to get people into either, not necessarily Fat Loss with Friends, but Fat Loss with Friends was kind of like something that I named it, and it was just kind of some sort of a kind of blog I wanted to make about 2 years ago. And I decided to kind of implement the same idea in the gym. But back to what I said about Thomas is Thomas would always get friends to kind of bet him, or they would challenge each other on how to follow diets, or just anything that allows them to kind of move positive forward in a very positive direction. Because at the end of the day, or when it really comes down to it, it's really hard. I mean, losing weight, changing your body. There's no I'm not sure if there really is any real secret to hard work. The secret is hard work, and then being disciplined and staying consistent, because it's not easy. So again, I developed Fat Loss with Friends as a way to kind of create support. It's really if you look at the top, it says motivate yourself by motivating others. This is what it's totally about. It's about motivating others. It's about you sharing what you're doing to stay on track with your diet, with your nutrition, to reach your goals. Sometimes we get really caught up with trying to just go to the gym and feel good, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of the one thing that people forget is that they lose sight of what they really signed up for in the very first place, and that's to change their body. For many years, people think about being that weight. It could be 10 or 20 or 50 pounds lighter than you are now, or it could be 10 pounds heavier if you're trying to build muscle. And the thing that helps the most is, number one, having a very strong inner drive, so self-motivation. And number two is having a support group. Now, the support group can consist of friends, family. It can consist of having a personal trainer. It can consist of people that you take a class with. It can consist of a lot of different things. And the thing that makes it so effective is that when you're not motivated, you'll have other people to motivate you. And if you are really motivated yourself, you don't really need anybody else. But it kind of helps propel the whole process if you really push yourself and you motivate others and you share what you're doing, you share your ideas, and you just kind of keep everybody on the loop with what you're doing. And some people who do Facebook or use Facebook, sometimes watching people work out, or not necessarily watch people, see pictures of people exercising, can sometimes become mundane, or it gets annoying. I know I've heard some friends and people say about this, and they make comments about, well, don't post your workout. Who cares? I mean, that's the idea of Fat Loss with Friends. We're here to help motivate each other to move towards this kind of positive target, which is fat loss. And it's to get to your goal weight, and if not directly at your goal weight, a few steps closer. Because this whole process is challenging, because we have our life that really makes it difficult for us to change. And then the whole Fat Loss with Friends contest, or the Fat Loss with Friends group that kind of I've helped put together is really just to give you the responsibility to motivate other people. And it could be sharing an article, it could be sharing a video, it could be there's a lot of different things that it could be. What's important is that you're actively trying to motivate other people by sharing positivity, positive energy, positive information, just stuff to kind of help people stay on track. And that's what it is. It's really staying on track. You know, have you ever had, think of it about this, have you ever had your perfect diet day where you've done the perfect type of diet, you ate everything you were supposed to, you didn't eat any bad food, you drank a lot of water, you worked out, it was perfect, right? For most people, you just got to multiply that by 6 months or 180 days, and you're going to be pretty much to your goal. But the problem is we take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, 4 steps forward, 5 steps back, and we just end up going in this little circle. Fat Loss with Friends is designed to kind of help create that momentum and kind of put you in charge of motivating each other and being part of the group. You know, if you read my my little writing here, yeah, I just go over some really great results. You know, Erica went from 142 pounds to 129 pounds. She has an amazing success story. She's changed her body. She's worked with a trainer. She's worked with, not with me, but with another trainer. She's also just a very positive person that likes to share, and you know, and she was having trouble trying to break through this little plateau, and you know, everyone gets in their funk. I get in my funk, she got in her funk, and this whole Fat Loss with Friends allowed her to kind of break through that next level, and she keeps moving forward, making progress. She dropped 7.5% body fat. I mean, for the contest, she won. Mainly because she really stuck to the diet, because women about her weight, 142 pounds, when she started, typically don't lose weight really fast, and this is very difficult. And this first contest was 9 weeks. Jesse went from 203 pounds to 183 pounds. He dropped his body fat from 28.7% to 19%, another 9% body fat loss, 23 pounds of body fat loss, so he gained some muscle in there. Some other stories here. We got Sharon. For our 49-day contest, she lost from 5.39%. She lost almost a little over 5% body fat in 49 days, and she lost a total of 19 inches from all her measurement sites. It's pretty ridiculous how much she lost, considering how much weight she lost. She only lost 4.5 pounds. So if she keeps going, she's going to get smaller, and she's going to get closer to where she wants to be. We have Philip here, who did the Spartan race. He lost 9 pounds of body fat, 4.4%, and making really great progress. And this is what it's about. It's really about sharing. It's really about motivating. It's really about making a commitment. And about me, you know, I used to be 240 pounds. I've been overweight majority of my adolescent life. I've been a personal trainer for 12 years, and I'll tell you right now, the hardest thing is controlling your weight and staying in shape, and find that right philosophy to stay in that middle ground and stay healthy. Some people find it easier than others. Some people are more disciplined than others, but the tough part is the food. It's the stuff you do at home. Because the reality is, I always tell my clients, you're only going to work out about 6 hours a week. You're not going to really work out more than that. Sometimes you might, but rarely will you ever do that consistently for your whole life. And you think about, that's roughly 3.25% of the hours you have in a week. It really comes down to your food, but it comes down to your lifestyle that's going to actually cause you to get to where you want to be. It's not going to be the exercise. Of course, the exercise is important. I don't want to discount it, but if you're trying to change your body, it's about changing your lifestyle. It's about not just exercising, but exercise is important. It's about your nutrition. It's about your sleep. It's about many things, and you'll learn these things if you join the group. Now, some common objections that people have about signing up or doing this kind of thing is that, you know, I'm too shy, I'll get embarrassed, I don't want people to know my weight and measurements, I might lose motivation, I don't have time to make the commitment. Well, if you don't have time to make a commitment, I'm sorry, then don't join the contest. That's pretty simple. Or don't join the group. I don't want people. If you don't want people to know your measurements for this next round, you don't have to share your measurements, only by choice. So this is purely it's purely optional for sharing for this round. This is the first round I'm actually doing this, making this optional. Another testimonial here. I have Amy. Amy went from 168 pounds down to 148 pounds, dropped from 42.1% to 35% body fat, and she actually lost the most amount of weight. by percentage of her body weight, because she did really great. I mean, she followed everything she was supposed to, controlled her carbohydrates, and just learned a bunch of different things that worked for her. She learned some things that didn't work for her, and she made adjustments along the way. It's kind of interesting because I remember when she first messaged me, she wasn't sure or very hesitant about joining. But there's a big psychological part. When you actually share your measurements and you share your weight, what it does, it actually makes you change. I mean, because you don't want to be embarrassed. Not that anyone is going to really chastise you or slap you on the wrist for not losing weight in the contest, but it's just a way of kind of psychological self-accountability. David, probably one of the pretty amazing results here, went from 192 pounds to 174 pounds, lost the most amount of body fat percentage, 24.3 to 14% body fat, a total of 10% lost, 22 pounds of body fat lost. Totally proud of this guy. He made amazing results. A final word. I want you to motivate others for your own sake. Make being healthy a lifelong decision. Make improving your health a forever thing. Sometimes you'll be super motivated. Other times you won't. I want you to participate so that you spend a few minutes every day to motivate others on Facebook. This is what this is. I also want for you to spend a few minutes each day learning and reinforcing good behaviors by reading, sharing an article, and sharing healthy foods you eat. Part of what I do, that I write an email. I try to write an email every day, just with some nutrition tips, psychological ideas of how to kind of stay on track. And this is what it's about. It's about really staying on track, because most people know about 70% of what to do, 80%. That last 20% will help you. It'll make things go faster, and it'll make things a little bit more better. That's what you buy. That's why you buy coaching when you buy personal training. If you don't get the information yourself through books and articles and videos and all that stuff, is you know most of what you need to do to change. The problem is being able to do it. And to being part of the social media group for Fat Loss with Friends will get you there. So it's just a matter of whether or not this is really for you, and if you like what I have to say, I suggest you join. Go and sign up on the email box. I quite haven't decided how I'm going to lay this out, but if you are a gym member at the gym that I work at, we have a really great deal. It's $169, and it's a 1 hour session where you get to meet with a trainer to do your measurements, talk about your goals, kind of help you move you in the right direction, and then it'll consist of 3 other appointments, so 4 sessions of doing measurements and follow-up that are 30 minutes long. This is particularly designed to help keep you on track and keep track for measurements, and also allocate time for those that really want to make a change. And then we have, that's the what did I call that? The Fat Loss with Friends Challenger. That's what that is. And then we have the Fat Loss with Friends Champion. So this is someone that really wants to make a change, and they need the guidance of a trainer, one-on-one accountability to come in. So we have 2 packages. We have one that work in a group, $429, and this is me training twice a week with a trainer in over a course of 4 weeks, and and of course this includes measurements as well. And then you work one-on-one with a trainer. If you want to work one-on-one with a trainer, it's $549. So that's the pricing I have set for it, and it's just for this contest. And this is the Paleo Challenge, and it's called the Paleo Challenge for lots of reasons. And there'll be more video out there about it. But I mean, the whole idea with the paleo diet is really just to focus on eating foods with the least amount of processing, or try to stay away from non-processed foods. Eat lots of meat and lots of vegetables. That's really what it is. There's going to be some tweaks based on your lifestyle and what your preferences are. I've had some vegetarians and vegans that have joined the contest, and just because I always say, vegetarians and vegans actually eat really healthy, even though some of the paleo diet community is a sort of anti-vegetarianism. But it's not so much that. It's really about eating healthy. I mean, if you feel better and you're doing better and it makes you feel good, keep doing it. And that's what this is about. It's about finding what works out for you and figuring out yourself, because no one's going to tell you A to Z what you need to do. I mean, someone will try to sell that to you, but the truth is you're not going to make a change by following some template program, because you're a unique individual. The template program may work, but they're not considering that you might have kids. They're not considering you might have a very demanding job. They're not considering that you don't have a whole lot of time to exercise a lot. There's a lot of different things. And it's being able to kind of piece the parts that you can do and then optimize it for your results. So anyways, thanks for watching my message, and if you have any questions, comment in the video box below in the or on this page, and I hope to have you aboard. Registration is starting as soon as you see this video, and the contest, it's supposed to start the 1st of August. That's my daughter yelling, my 15-month. So anyways, thank you for listening.